Hey everybody. We had a thunderstorm roll in, I'd say about 4 or 5 o'clock this morning, and rained till about 8:30 or so. And now things are kind of sort of settling down, and sun's getting ready to come out here in just a little bit. So I thought that I would just take a little short walk down this old road here that's next to the campground. Listen to the birds singing and everything as the sun gets ready to start peeking out. And I thought this might be a perfect time to share a philosophical moment with you. And what it has to do with is when Deb and I were at this little campground up in Oklahoma last week, we had this, we were sitting in the gazebo and we heard a vehicle pull up, heard the door shut. And I got up and walked out, and this elderly gentleman come walking up, and he could barely walk. He was really having trouble walking. He just had knee surgery. But anyway, when he walked up there, he said, I don't watch your videos, but I know who you are, because one of my good friends who does watch your videos happened to know that you were in my area, and they called me and suggested that I should go by and meet you guys. So here I am. Well, we sat down and visited for quite some time, and it was a wonderful visit. It really was. And I wish we could have talked even longer than we were able to. I was in the middle of trying to get a thumbnail made for a video that was going to release in about an hour or so and everything, but still, I visited with him, and we started talking about this and that, and then he asked us, about how long Deb and I have been married and all that stuff. And then he started talking about his wife who passed away about 3 years ago, and started telling us all these stories about her and how wonderful she was and how big her heart was. And how many people loved her. And it really, got me. Sorry. But ironically, after he had left and I got the thumbnail made and everything, I was just sitting there, had my tablet opened up, and started scrolling through YouTube like I usually do, just to see what else was out there. And I come across a clip from a show that Deb and I used to watch. It was NCIS. It was a clip from NCIS. And what drew me to this clip was this clip took place shortly after Ducky had passed away. And what was his name? Shoot, I can't remember his name, but the other detective that had left, Tony. Thank you for whoever, put that in my mind. But Tony had showed up, and that's one reason why I decided to watch this clip, is because this is where Tony briefly returned. And of course he came because they were going to have a get-together, and the first person he met when he came back was Jimmy, if y'all remember Jimmy. And anyway, they got to talking about Ducky and telling stories and things like that. And finally he told Jimmy, he said, well, we need to go join everyone else, and because there's lots of stories that we can talk about when it comes to Ducky. And Jimmy said, isn't that all we have left in the end? Our stories, memories. Sorry. So it was just, to me, it would just seem like rather ironic that first I visited with this gentleman, and then that thing popped up. And it got me to thinking, you know, many of us out there, many of us believe that we will be reunited with our loved ones that are no longer with us in one way, shape, or form. We'll be reunited. But until then, and while they're still here sharing this life with us, we need to get out there and make as many memories as possible. Need to get out there and have these experiences so we'll have these stories to tell, as hard as it might be. So anyway, this reminded me of a slideshow that I had put together here a while back and never did anything with it. And I thought that's the perfect way to segue into this slideshow. And this slideshow basically shows, you know, you'll see when you watch it, but it basically showcases all the different wonderful people that we have met. Not all of them, just a few of all the wonderful people we have met in the last 5 years. And some of the beautiful places that we've been. So, as you're watching this slideshow, if you're still with me to this point, just remember, we need to get out there one way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to be the lifestyle that Deb and I have chosen, but we need to make those memories. We need to have those stories to tell until the time that we get to see our loved ones again that are no longer with us. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the slideshow, and you know exactly what I'm going to say. Deb and I, we're not camping. We're living. You guys get out there and do some living. Enjoy the slideshow.